Test. Oh, that's good. Okay. So, this is an unplanned stream, but yesterday or during the night, I worked a little bit more on the distribution overview. So basically, what the project provided, the liquidity the project provided, and it doesn't really feel correct, even if I dialed it down a little bit and did some tweaking. I also tried something completely different, but the main idea was to have this one giant block here, and then it sort of splits up, and each one of these represents then the liquidity and whatever. And I did also some more calculations and research to get the links and everything and the better overview. So it's quite a list at this point. But it became more and more clear that this approach here wouldn't work, or if it wouldn't look good. So just a new approach now, and that one I left that open. I remember for Twitter, like a year ago, I made this animation here, and that's basically the start animation of the when the project launched, but it goes into one detailed part and that splits up again then two. So the idea now is to not use diff and CSS containers here, but to write in PHP an array that goes through a for loop, and that should create an in an SVG code that basically builds a pie chart. So it wouldn't have these fractions out there, but all the information I gathered tonight, so basically about the liquidity that's got provided, so that's basically that part here, but also with additional information. So I think that's the main line that I need to represent there. And the idea is to generate from this information an SVG that where each of the parts is then a link again. And I remember that I did something like that for the Seliqui website back then, because here that's also an SVG, but you can place links on geometry inside an SVG. So the idea is now to build this circle that's all crunched together, like this. Let's wait a little bit until it fixes up. Okay. So basically, instead of having this giant square there, it's going to be a circle, and then the circle splits up more and more into the parts I really want to have to basically represent something like this. There are, I think, two things missing. There's the treasury account where there's the whale stream coming in, and also the symmetric liquidity, which got provided also by the treasury instead of the multi-chain expansion. So, and I didn't want to do that in the beginning, because in the web everything are rectangles, and if you make circles or whatever in CSS, then it's still in the background a rectangle, which makes setting links a clusterfuck. I do have some similar problem here, because this here is a circle, but it's basically just the graphic inside of a square. And as you can see, if I put here the background color in there, background color, let's set that to red. So you see that this here is overlapping those last two icons, and here's the same for CowSwap and for symmetric. So if I remove the background color again, then you will see that I can select this one here, here, and here I'm gonna lose it because there's still this one here staying in front of it. And I'm gonna fix that basically by just moving them a little bit further inside, or reducing the box or something like that. So that's not a huge issue. But if I want to have a pie chart, like something like this here, let's just for the 6. So in here, that actually would be doable in CSS, because the rectangular would be in here, but here's it's probably going to be difficult, because here that box would overlap with this one here ever so slightly. But since I want to animate those, and they have to split up even more at some point, so they have to be grouped at some point, I would have to place the links on the geometry itself. And I remembered that I can do that by generating SVG code directly, or by doing it with SVGs inside, with SVG links, I think. Let's take a quick look how that was. Yeah, so there's the AXLink href symbol, and I can place then any geometry, I think, inside, and then that's the link. And basically all I need to do there is, I think, some anchor or something, so I can do via JavaScript showing the more detailed informations, like the date. I think I have it also here. Hold on a second. Where is it? Yeah. So basically the date, what got into the pool, how many, what I got for it, the UniV2, and then the link to that specific transaction where that happened. I was also thinking about, because there, for example, the first HoneySwap pool, I placed 50% of the token in there with 1000 XI, but in the meantime, trading happened. So I think there's only 17% or so left, and the rest is basically filled up with XI. And it would be kind of nice to also display that on the on the website. But yeah, we'll have to see if I do that. So maybe I'll build this pie chart dish reassembling. So it's a little bit between the fraction logo itself, it looks like this, and a pie chart. So something in between there. Yeah. So, and maybe later on I'll do the static distribution part. That's what I'm building now. And then later on, grabbing the real infos from the contracts and basically showing how much of the token is actually in locked in liquidity tokens in there, because technically the project owns the LP token and still has access to that that fraction, even if you would have to retract it or rug pull or whatever. But yeah, that's something for another day. Okay, so and since I forgot quite a lot how to do all of that, I figured it's probably the best to stream it, so you can figure it out as well, or learn something, or laugh while I'm stuck at some point. Let's see. Okay, so at the first, I'm gonna grab this array here and put that here on top. And then I think the best would be to simply put all those informations in there and then do later on the animation part as well. So first the array, second then the for each two, then second would be writing the SVG manually, and then generating the SVG via parsing that array. I think that's what we should do here. So let's take this one here as an example, and you know what, I'm gonna so can always jump back. If anyone who's watching has any questions, feel free to write to him via any channel, and I'll try to jump in and explain whenever needed. Okay, so now let's build that thing. Okay, let's think about, because I do need to group some stuff, and it starts all with one token. Then there's the half goes into the Honeyswap pool, half goes into the Honeyswap Miva pool. Then the whale sets up a stream to the treasury, and also the same size as the Miva pool gets into a reserved address. And from that address, everything gets bridged to the whale account on Polygon, and there a part of that goes into the QuickSwap pool in 2 different liquidity pools. Then there's still some chunk in there for the whale account, and then from what's left there, also there's the deployment to the other chains, to Optimism, Arbitrum, BNB, and Avalanche, and that's still in that whale account on that specific network, which also has backward stream to the whale account, to the treasury account on that specific network. And then there's the provided liquidity, which is 1% on these new 4 chains. And then there's 0.002 in the Sentinels. I'm not so sure if I'm actually going to put that in there. We'll see. But that's here. That's pretty straightforward. Also, the treasury and the way everything that happens on Gnosis chain is pretty straightforward. But I do need to group some stuff here because it needs to break up still on Gnosis chain, then change the color later on for all of that, and then break up, and then change the color again, and then break up again. So it's this 4-step mode in there. Okay, then let's basically represent how the let's make a new array. We have now what do we have here? We have the amount. That's good. Amount, then width, pair, with amount, paired. Okay, so we have 0.5, then we have fraction that's paired with x die, that's 1000. Then we have 4 amount, 2. Okay. So V2, and that's the you know what? Let's should we let the I still have that here with paired with. So we are going to move that down here. Is that the awesome? That's the pool. Okay. Let's move never. And let's see if that would be so great if there's is there a timestamp? you really have the Unix timestamp by any chance in there? Damn it. Okay. Let's see. What about here? Is there somewhere? Damn it. Okay. Never mind. Let's grab this here. Is that 18? Huh. So, that's that one here. That's the one we could create it here. 18. Interesting. Why is then there in the last one? Oh, 8:20 p.m. Okay. Can't I? Isn't there a PHP function where I can copy and paste? Copy and paste. So let's see. So okay, great. So I have to reverse that. Gonna try if that actually works. Floating point number, okay. Oh, okay. So 22. So then repeat date, and now we take this here. So HIS, that's correct. The year is also correct. Then we have here the day. I think it's the big M, but I'm not so sure. Is that? What's the day? It's F. Okay. Let's give that a try. Woohoo! And there we have a timestamp. Okay. Good, that's number 1. Then like 8:25. comma. Let's get rid of that. So yeah, chain is closest chain, text pool path, okay, paired with for amount for the token maybe 2, but that's just this here. Okay, also scan C43, that's the same, and it's paired with 1000 MIVA. Okay, so then the next thing that happened, first thing is boom, then the second thing was the pool, the third thing was the expansion part, but that should be a combination of more than the others. So we are going to you know what, it doesn't matter, let's make the whale account there. There's chain, there's no dex, wheel. There's no pool. Oh, yeah. But actually the pool URL would be linking just to the whale account, right? That would be this one here. There's nothing. There's nothing. That's empty. By proof URL. And we started that stream on let's do it the same. Okay. We have this one here, and we are going to now going to generate one of these. Let's see if that worked. See, we do have a circle now here. There is a circle. Interestingly, a little bit weird, but we do have a circle here. 300 pixels. Yeah, so that's better. Class. Pile liquidity. So. And high liquidity, and we do the same here. Okay. So and as we can see now, the basic thing we need to generate here is not the radius, the CX, that's always the same. It's just the stroke dash array. And we are going to figure out what that is actually about. So we say that here, stroke cold. Yeah, whatever. Let's. Okay, it's probably just to have different. That's just the default color. And we have the dash offset. So it's going to be always that's the stroke from 2, and that's how for the next we have to add that one to the next one minus, so it's okay. Good. Let's take that one away, and we also don't need the animation delay now, because we are going to do that. We're going to do that, all of that actually, with the color, and only the offset that's going to get actually generated. But let's figure out how that works. So we have here, if we say that from 0 to 100, that doesn't do anything. We do 50, okay, 100, also doesn't do anything. Okay, and the stroke width is half of the side, so it's actually this. Maybe I should start reading the documentation about the circle element in SVGs. That's probably gonna make life a little bit easier, but where would the fun in that? If I have the dash offset here, that's not a full circle, isn't it? What is that 100 there then? 4. What if you do that to 360? Okay, interesting. So it's probably just the offset. So we have 0, then and that's just a bit off. Why is that? Is that even 101, or is it more like 100.5? See, that's also enough. 3, 4, 5 closes it. So it's 100.5. Why? I don't get it. I don't get it why that's... Let's remove this one here. Okay, yeah, that's clear why that's the case. And let's do it the other way around. It's probably better. So, okay. CX is also at 50%. CY is also at 50%. We can figure out what that is about. But I think that's the radius, okay? Yeah, and that's just the center. Okay. Good. So it's in the center and the radius is 25%, so it's going all the way to the corner there. That makes sense. And then we have to style dash, right? Okay. We have to do some calculations. So the dash offset, we can set that to 100, right? The fuck? That's super weird. Says it to dash right. See, it just has one point here. Dash offset. Okay, so we do here give that bar Okay, and then we also need the decks and the chain. So that's the chain and that's the decks. Okay. Can get rid of all of that here. Okay. Close this here. Okay, so basically what we should have here now is the same golden thing, but 3 times. Like this. Okay. Pipe art item 1, and it's gnosis chain. And why is there no text entry? Oh, because the last one doesn't have anything, but the first ones, they do have it, and that's good. So, then we see pipe part dash array. That's something we need to calculate, and we need to calculate the pipe part dash offset. Okay. We can do the dash array. That's dash array and the dash offset. So that's 10 and that's 10 and 50, 10, 20 or 100. It's just for testing now anyways. That's the dash offset. So now what we should have here is again 3 very narrow ones, and we do make that white. Stroke. There we go. And we have 3 of those in here. Okay. Now let's get back to this one here. So we start here with the gold one. That's this one here, and that's this one here. It starts with 75 and 100.3, which is apparently exactly a quarter with 0.3. I have no idea why that's the case. If anyone else can tell me, I'm happy to learn that. But let's focus on that. And if we always let this at 100, so we are going to remove that here and just add the dash array. Just right here, 100. So it's always to 100, and here we take the liquidity item we had previously and take the amount and now we have to calculate that up. So 0.5, that should be 50, right? So we multiply that by 100. Oops. So. And then we also have here the offset, and the offset starts with 0. And so we set that to 0 before the while starts, and then we have the offset. I need the dash array on the next one. So the dash array is 0 on the first one, and next time it runs through so we place that one here and put the last dash array in there, but with minus values. Is that logic working? So the number counts through. Oh yeah, I probably should also count that one up here, because so number starts with 1, blah, blah, blah. Then the pi dash array offset is 0, which would be in here, and it just states 0. Then the we have to remove that here. So make it like this. If pi dash red empty, then pi dash array offset is 0, and if it's not empty, then the pi dash offset is actually the pi dash array, because the first time it runs through, it prepares the class, it looks, is there a dash offset? No, there's not. So I'm gonna set it to 0 and put it in here. Or if basically just the dash array is empty, would be the same. Never mind. Okay, but then it sets the dash array, it writes in there, and then it goes into the next for each, and then the dash offset is 0. No. So I need to make this here. So the dash array should be empty. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. and then let's give that a try. Best case, I have no idea what. Wanting, undefined variable. That's right. Okay, then let's define that variable, because why the fuck not? Let's empty. Okay, we are getting there. And didn't I had, what was that? So it's the first. Let's give those that here a that's the pi part item. Oops. Red. Green and blue. Blue. 1, 2, 3. Okay. What if I set that to 1000? I have here 50, 12.5, then minus 50. So why is number one, the red one, in there? It shouldn't be that way, right? Or is the last one, the blue one, has the same offset? So if I remove that one for now, yeah, okay, so okay, and now we make sure that that's here. That's just one circle. 50, 100. And it's 1.5, right? So I'm just gonna multiply that by 105. Because why the fuck not? Okay, and now we also take a look here. So that's the first one, and oh, dude, I'm so lazy. Plus 19.9 is 91.2. So I'll have to add that one up here, the dash array, which is no problem because the pi dash array is offset, so 0 the first time, and then the next time it's minus. I'm not so sure if minus or plus is the actual number, but it should be the same like here and here. Let's give it a try. So okay, now we have a red one, the red one that's basically exactly half, that's a half circle. Then we have the green one, which is a quarter, but has double minus. Why is that double minus? Because it's going into the negatives anyway if I'm doing it like this. Okay. Natasha here. Okay, so now we have the first thingy. And then I think I can put in more and more and more of these. Okay, let's give noses chain stroke. So we have here noses chain, polygon, optimism, retro, BNB, Cello, and Ethereum. There's one missing. So that's polygon. Noses chain. So that's that, and now that is optimism, that's arbitrum. I think that's avalanche. I'm not 100% sure, but we can double check that soon, just to make sure that we don't run into a problem then later on and try to figure out why there's one color wrong when actually just I made a copy and paste error here. So Ethereum, Cello, BSC, Avalanche 40, 50. Nice. Okay, so now this should be both in, and let's go up 50. Good thing is this by 105 apparently they really don't overlap. Oh yeah, there's one slide thing. What are we gonna fix that with some other tricks then later on. So we do have now here, that's the honey swap. That's the first one, and ooh, that's good. Now we take a look and see if that one is 90. It should all move a little bit for minus 90. 45. Cheap. 5. And let's bigger space so I can get behind of that. Occupy. Just doing that so okay. Because that then would resemble the first one, and I think I should. Is that why? Why is that the case? That should be more. That's the first one. That's 50. That's the next one. And there we have the dash offset of 75. Okay. And that's what I don't get. Why is that one? If there's dash offset of 7, why is that just 2 more? That's 75 plus. Yeah, but that's about right. Okay, maybe I can't go over the full circle in there, so I'm gonna set that back to 0. Okay, and just rotate the whole SVG, and that's the pi liquidity. And now transform, rotate. So that via CSS. It's so sad I still can't remember. Oh, okay. Yeah, of course. Then if you don't upload that one, then it of course won't work. So now we move that away, because now I can add here that's the 0.5, that's the 12, that's the 50%, that's the 12.5%, which are both on Gnosis chain, and they don't do anything. So they basically split off in the beginning and then they just stay there. And that's the whale. And the good part for the whale is that the whale and the expansions ones, they are both down there below now. Okay, then we say, we're gonna go over with that. Then we say the transform origin is 50%, 50%, so it's in the center. Let's see if we can even use center, that would be awesome. Okay, and now we try something here. For the first one, we give that a transform scale 1.2. Let's see what happens. Okay, so why is that? That's just scaling because the image is inside the SVG. So if I make the radius smaller, then everything is a clusterfuck. Okay. Oh, but let's give that a try. 40, 40, 40. 40. Yeah, that was okay. Whatever. 25. So it's a circle, and we are not allowed to scale it. That's a problem. That's a problem. I mean, the scaling isn't really the problem. The problem is that the SVG itself, prevents me from letting it split. And at some point, I do need some space, like a lot of space, especially to the right, to split that one here up and this one here, especially because that one gets 1, 2, 3, 4. First one element, then 3, then 2, then 3, then 6, and then these other ones also split up once more. So how can we do that? We are going to place all that stuff in a group, I would say, an SVG group first. So, and since that all has the pi thing here, we call that like a cocoon. Okay. And then we are going to transform scale that down to the half. And make sure that that's transform origin. Let's give it a try if the center works. Ta-da! Center works. So now, and that's a good thing, is this here. Oh, let's give that a border. This here is still the SVG, but I can scale it and move the things, and I have more room there. So if I say that this is 1000 pixels width, or do reading, whoever can read this. Uh-huh. see, there it cuts off. But let's say I'm gonna do anyways, maybe 75, and we transform 5%. That could be enough. I mean, I'm just gonna remove the padding on top, the margin on top a little bit, so it's 0 pixels, auto 100% auto, and it's up here on top, which looks fairly okay. And then we are going to add the next thing is that one, and now it starts to get a little bit interesting, because I would need to how am I gonna do the treasury stream? Let's do the treasury later on. Because either I'm gonna cut off what's happening here and put that in here, or I'm placing a another layer, another one of these above, and sort of, yeah, mix it up. We'll see. So, but what's sure is that number 4 is the whale on. Let's, you know what? Let's give that a name as well, because otherwise I'll get super confused. That's the first one. That's still the so we are going to need this here. Okay, so we have this here, and the whale splits them later on against these things. Let's give it a try. Let's make sure that that's actually 25%. 0.05869 plus 0.09 20323 plus 0.0171 plus 0.0093 plus 0.00. Okay. Why is that the case? Did I already subtract the oh, that would be too much. Let's see what the box for us says about that. also the Superfluid dashboard. Yeah, so basically that's what's still in the whale. Okay, that's fine. Then we have here the treasury account, which 0.962 in there, which is also fine. Now I'm wondering, what am I missing here? So because there was obviously stream 1.9 into there, and that's certainly not the things that are missing. 9, okay. Okay, so it's in there. Then I send 0.08 and 0.02. To the contract. So the fraction F. Okay. The fuck? Why is that? One. $25,000 mirror. Yeah, there's the symmetric thing where I placed 20,000, but why? So basically that's as far as I know, that should be it, right? So let's be sure. Before I set anything up, let's be sure. We do have now in the whale account. That's 0. Okay, whatever. That's what currently the whale and the treasury together hold. And then we add here that, and we add this here, we add this one here, and we add this one here. Then we have that amount. Which was 18. Why? CD5. Yeah, everything that's with the AC. So basically that's out. That's one of the sentinels. Ah, yeah, no. Those are the sentinels. 0.01. Those are the symmetric parts. 0.02 plus 0.00182217 plus 0.01575,631. Okay. Plus 0.001, 0.002, 1. And if we add now the 173236497 we are above. I don't get it. From 18. Who the fuck is 18? Yeah, so that's the. I mean, I did send that one here. So that one, that made the initial transaction so it shows up in the industry. Then I got streamed something in here, and that's the 595C. What kind of contract is that? Okay, so that's the first uni swap fee 3. Okay. account provide liquidity? Okay, I'm slightly confused now. Maybe I should get some sleep. And that's the amount for the first one. These are for the so basically there comes quite a lot in there. But in the end, 0.02 comes in. And that's all what I did tonight in there. That's all the okay. That's for the sentinels. Okay, so let's figure that one out later. But that's one that's up very much from the that's the sentinel, and that's probably the sentinel 2. Because that's the contract. Why again? I mean, could be that that really looks like testing. Testing the sentinels, setting up the second one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these are very much likely the sentinels, or what I bridged over to. Did I bridge it over from the? Let's see, maybe I have. Is there in history? I would have to connect with that account. That means that this expansion here didn't come from the expansion module, but more also from the treasury. Huh? Okay, so apparently my numbers are still somewhat off and I need to investigate. The good part is it's all public on the blockchain. So I just have to do some digging and figure that out. And in the end, everything should make sense. And but let's now give it a try and see if we can place the A tag still around that. And let's steal it from the known source. So okay, it's really a normal A tag. Okay. Okay. So and now we so that could mean that this here is now a link and it stops here. Woohoo! And the link down here below is also the correct one, which is also great. So 3, 2, 1, 4. Yeah, okay. Then we have year number 4. That's a little bit much, so we're going to 5. Let's say that's just to check if the color works. Okay, and then we also give it a try if we can actually, if we have translate and we say 0% here. That's 0%, 5%. Nope. Okay, so the first one is 0% and 5%. Okay. Of course. Soup. Then we have number 4, that's below. And for number 3, that should be 0 and plus 50 minus 5. Okay, so all of that splits up a little bit. And how about we give that now an opacity of 0.5. Transition pass 0.5 out. And if we hover that circle. You set the opacity to 1. La la la. Good, 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 good. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Then let's give that one here a try as well. So that's just for testing now. If circle. Hit det så. Nettorna. Det är såna klickelement. Klick. When that happens, that's gonna be interesting if I can get actually that RF out there. But let's see if this parent utter X-link not so sure if you're actually allowed to show that to anyone, because that's like clusterfucked. Ta-da! See, easy peasy. So, because later on, I have another for each than here below, where I'm making these info boxes that show the liquidity, the amount to put in there, the date and everything, all that's in the array in there. But I don't want to have this full extended list here. So you hover it and you see what's in there. You hover that, you see what's in there. Yeah, I guess we'll do that. And maybe in the end, I'll also make some overlay in here, that so we have some lines that go in here and that states honey swap on Gnosis chain, and then Polygon and quick swap and blah 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 blah. Okay, yeah, but I think that's better than I thought, because now I can also animate those and give them a delay for later on. So in viewport, if I add this to the viewport, then they should start together as one big circle, and out. Okay, and we also give those a little bit of an delay. It's easier to delete it and replace it. So, technically quickly, I'll go here, I'll scroll down, it's together, and then it opens up, and if I go out there, it goes back. Nice. But is that just... I think I should remove that. I mean, it's probably better if it's just the delay is in there. Interestingly, if I leave it like this, then it should open up with a delay for everyone. But if I leave the viewport, then they all go together at once. So now okay, why do they? Because it's transition delay and not animation delay. Get your functions right, dude. So see, duck, 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 and if I remove that, then they all go together at once. Then do you think that that's better? Okay. Okay, cool. So I would say that I'll continue with that. Question is if there are actually and since that's already the border, I can't add additional stuff there. Oh yeah, and of course the delay makes hover effects also a little bit weird. But what we can try is can I add, what effects can I add to a circle? See, maybe there's something new I haven't heard before. Yeah, that's so far we already came here. Circle. Tab index, okay. Extension path length. Okay, what the fuck is path length? Why can I apply it to a circle? That's interesting. I'm gonna find out. whatever that is. Okay. I think that's better than this one here. It's gonna look better, I think. Can I have a box shadow? I guess probably not. Let's see if I can use a let's see if I can use a gradient as a stroke filler, and that would be pretty interesting. Box. Okay, place your bets. Oh, that's pretty white now. Stroke. Let's see what. Okay, see, I can't. Okay, interesting. So I could set up here some defs for that and say that's my start color, and that goes to transparency, and that's the gnosis chain. Okay, and then we give that stroke URL. Let's give that a try. But in the worst case, it doesn't work, so what can happen? I do need to upload this one here as well. Okay. How can I rotate that one? Transform. Okay, cool. That works. So, in case anyone is wondering what the fuck happened here. So, there's now a circle where the stroke is actually a gradient, and since the whole thing got turned by 90 degrees, I have to return the gradient above also, just backwards. But that gives me quite some animation options, because we can doesn't it? Did I just imagine that turning this actually worked? Okay. But that's animatable, and that's very much interesting. Okay. Gradient transform. Let's see. Everything is in there. The question is if I can actually animate that part then, but we'll see. So, is it just me, or there's nothing changed? Yeah, nothing changed because the upload didn't work. Now we turned it into the wrong direction, so now it should look better. Okay, so he makes the gradient from left to right to the whole thing. That means we are going to stop that at 50% for this one. See how that looks. He doesn't really care at all. Yeah, but I'm not sure if I can animate that one actually. Okay, good. So it cuts it off here. That's probably just not the linear gradient. There's probably also another radial gradient, right? So how about we give that one a try? Offset. Why is that so small? I mean, it would have been an idea to mark the outer as the network and the inner as the DEX where it's on. But I'm not sure if I actually want that. Okay, but it's proven that I can generate the SVG via that. I just get the numbers straight and then I can take it from there. Awesome. So, and it's again, oh, already 2 hours. Awesome. Then I'll hop off now for now. And till next time.